Goeiedag, good day, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world.
I've been looking around for salvation. I've been looking around for the truth. All around me I see frustration, and I looked all over till I found you. I sit and listen to your stories, and you're telling me, please don't worry. There's a lot in this world you should know, and love in life is where you should go. If you're looking for somewhere to go, if you're looking for someone to know, if you're looking for someone to guide you, then love in life will guide you. I know that life outside is so.
Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world, and welcome to tonight's live stream. Before I get my guest on, I've got a little bit of admin to go through. First off, is everybody getting notifications for the live stream, or can you see the reminder icon on the main Loving Life channel? The reason I ask is for some reason I have not seen them on my computer in the last couple of days. Please type 1 in the side chat if you do get them as usual, or 2 if you don't. I just want to look into what the problem is here. I'm doing absolutely nothing different to what I've done in the past, so it's very strange. Okay, talking about live streams, tomorrow night, Heinmarks from the ULA will be joining us, and so will Isaac van Zyl from the Boere Legion. So we're going to have Heinmarks and General Isaac van Zyl on at the same time to be joining us to discuss their new collaboration in these uncertain times. Please pray for the Free State farmers who are suffering devastating losses through raging fires. The fires are as a result of arson. It is just disgusting what's happening to these poor farmers. I just, please guys, pray for the farmers. Please also pray for Angelo Agrisi, who is in a critical condition in a private hospital right now. The next 24 hours on dialysis are critical. Tonight we meet Petrus, who is outspoken and addressed the farmers at Senekal on Friday. Let's find out more about Petrus, but first please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. And ring the bell for the updates. Don't forget to ring the bell. Okay, I'm going to get Petrus on now so we can get started. Okay, I did speak to Petrus a moment ago, so I'm just waiting for him to actually come in. Okay, I'll just try this another way, guys. Okay. Come on, Petrus, I'm waiting. Sorry, guys, this is what happens when you go live. He is there, he's typing, but he's not responding. Hi, Petrus, are you there? Okay, we've got him now. Hi, Petrus. Hi, Petrus. There you are. There you are. There you are. Okay, we got you.
Oh, hi, can you see me?
I can see you, Petrus. Yes, I can.
Hello?
Indeed.
Oh, hello?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you. You can't see me. Don't worry. Don't worry if you can't see me. Don't worry if you can't see me, okay?
Okay.
I can see you, though, and I can hear you. Can you turn your camera around the other way? I've now got it in facing the wrong way. Can you turn your camera around, Petrus? Hello, Petrus? Okay, guys, I'm just, we got a little technical issue here with Petrus, but, you know, it should be sorted very shortly. Okay, I'm going to try and start, but Petrus, are you there? Hello, Petrus, are you there? Are you back? Okay, can you please turn your... That's it. Don't touch your camera.
Yes, I'm listening. I'm busy.
Just turn it around again, because you were... That's better. Now, don't touch your camera.
I'm here. I'm here. Okay. I'm still... I'm here.
Okay, now you touch your camera, now it's facing the wrong way again. Okay, don't touch your camera now. Leave it like that, okay? Just leave it like that. Okay, now Petrus, let's get... Oh. Okay, whatever. Petrus, please tell us a bit about yourself, growing up in South Africa.
Before I start with myself, can you please pray?
Of course we can.
Just 2 seconds.
Okay, but can you turn your camera around again, because you're facing the wrong way.
Yeah, man.
There you go. Now don't touch your camera. Okay. Do you want to say a prayer to start us off, do you?
Yeah.
Okay, off you go.
Okay. Can I pray now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Let's go.
Yeah, please go ahead and pray, Petrus.
Okay. Thank you, God, to give me this opportunity to represent my country, to represent our farmers, to represent our farm workers. Please, God, help our South African, because we see every day it's farmers talk to our heart that everything must be stopped. And I pray in Free State, whereby we hear it's about 3 days now, all the fields are burning, thousands of hectares. The animals are dying, burning. I pray, stop this thing here in South Africa. Amen.
Amen. Okay, now Petrus, your camera's pointing the wrong way again. Let's see if we can fix that.
Now. Okay.
There you go. That's perfect. Just leave it like that, okay? Now, Petrus, let's start off by... Okay, Petrus, let's start off by finding out a bit about yourself, where you grew up and your life in South Africa, your early life in South Africa. Over to you.
Yeah, okay. Petrus Sitho, I grew up in Free State, small town called... in South Africa. When I grew up, grew up in Bama, so on until I got the work when I was about maybe 25 years old. Then I worked for another company whereby I was helping the farmers with everything that they need.
Right.
And helping the farmers with everything.
Okay.
When God came here on 2018, whereby I was working at Newcastle, I was a party manager, and God came to me, said to me, I must go and help our farmers. I must go and help our farmers. I must go help our country. Yes, and I asked myself, why me? Because I don't have nothing, and we've got the president, we've got the government, we've got the political parties for our people. When you remember that time, 2018, our government, they were our farmers, which means they're going to expropriate land without compensation. Now this thing, this call came to me. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here, Petrus.
This call came to me, and I went to Union Building to write my own memorandum. I resigned to my job, and I was getting 30 to 40,000 per month, and I resigned. And I told my family that I'm going to stand, I'm going to support our farmers, and I'm going to support our farm workers. Why I'm doing this? I'm doing this because when you remember, I will say 90% of farm workers, they don't have a matric certificate. They don't have a qualified certificate, but they've got the experience how to work in the farm. Right. Now, when the government is going to take the farm to the farm owners, now what's going to happen with those people? Now, then I went to Mr. Ramaphosa. To Mr. Ramaphosa, please, let's stop this thing of taking the land from our people. And you know what, Mr. Ramaphosa, I went there, it was on Sunday till Tuesday when they tried to kill me in Union Building. Yes.
They tried to
kill me. Yes, they tried to kill me.
Who
on
was
Monday,
there?
I went to, okay. I will tell you now.
Okay.
I arrived Union Building on Sunday, and on Monday I was at the office Union Building to ask to see Mr. President. The people in office president, they told me that I'm not going to allow to see the president because I'm nothing because I was alone. I told them, guys, God sent me here to protect our country because there's going to be a war here in South Africa. Now they didn't, they ignored me. Then okay, I went to sleep on Union Building on my car. Monday and Tuesday, I went again, and Tuesday night, 12 o'clock. When I'm sleeping in my car, I've got a dream that I must go out and when I go out, I look around on my car. I feel that there's something that came. Then I went back on my car, and I pray. And after I pray, I sleep. Maybe 1 hour, I hear my front window smash.
Okay. Sorry, guys, we got a poor connection.
Come again?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, I got as far as you heard your car window being smashed. What happened then?
Yeah, and they pull me out. They point me with a gun. They say I must come out to the car, and they hit me on the back. Then I fell, and those people they hit me, and there were three guys, and they said to me, "Who sent me here?" I say, God sent me here to protect our country. God sent me here to wake up the president, to wake up the political parties that we must stop this thing. And they hit me. They said to me there is white people. They send me here. I said, no. There's no white people that send me here. It's God. And I said, please don't kill me. Take my car, and I've got only 100 rand. I've got only 100 rand on my car. You guys, you can take it.
Now, I think the Spirit of God came when they beat him. And another guy said, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. And I was lying there, and
Well, the security
God
guys.
protect. You know what, ne? You see what happened in our farmers. I was in Union building. There's police, there's security guard, but there's no protection, Scott. I'm living here in South Africa. I'm telling you, there is no security. Every day, there's families. Yeah. Why? The police are corrupt. The police in the Union building are corrupt. Even all of them, even the minister of police also corrupt. Our country is corrupt.
Yeah, look, we'll get to the corruption shortly. I'm more worried about, were these three people that attacked you, were they actually police, or were they security people, or were they just a gang?
Now, I realized that there are some of our political parties that came. You know, when I arrived there at Monday, the whole media, social media, they were there. TV, the newspapers, they were there interview me. Now, on Monday night, when I sleep there, I don't have the TV. And those people, they show me, they see me that I'm there in Union building, right. and they go and attack me. You understand? Now they saw me on Monday night on the news. You understand? Now on Tuesday they came and attacked me. Now let me tell you why I can give you ANC and EFF, because after this thing, they see that I've won them. I'm spreading the message the whole South Africa that I was there in Union building. ANC promised me the job in legislature, in parliament, in Free State. I refused, because I'm not going to sell our farmers, to sell my country, right, with ANC. They promised me 300,000, whereas I've got nothing on my bank. I must join them. I refused.
So when exactly was this, Petrus? Was this in the last few days?
No. It was on 2018 when I began with this.
Okay. So this is a couple of years ago this happened.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So since that attack, you obviously went back, didn't you, to the Free State?
Yes.
Okay. And are you working now on a farm, or what sort of work do you have?
Unfortunately, I'm not working. If you remember on my conversation, I say I resigned in 2018.
Yeah.
Whereby God came to me that I must go and help our people. And after that, Scott, my life was everything. The bank repossessed my car and everything. You know what? Some of the days, me and my family, we go without food.
Yeah.
And you know what? We pray that God, one day it's gonna be all right. My heart is to protect South Africa, and I know we are not going to die with hunger. There's more people outside that they don't have anything. But with you, God, I know one of the day we will get better. South Africa, we will get better. Not only me.
Yeah. Now tell me, talking about unemployment, how has the lockdown in South Africa impacted you and your family?
Scott, it was bad. It was bad. When I see this corrupt government, they give people food parcels. When you're sleeping at 12 o'clock, when you sleep, you hear the wheelbarrow going to next door. They go to collect the food. When you go and ask the food, they say, no. You are a member of the white people. I say, I'm not a member of white people. I'm here to protect our country. But you know what? We were struggling, me and my family. And at the end of the day, some people, I ask them maybe 20 rand or 50 rand or 100 rand. to buy something here in my house. And it's bad when I see my child suffering. And I told them that, you know what, now, let's stay strong, my family. Everything is going to be all right. And I'm going to fight for our country. I'm going to fight for our people, because there is a lot of more people that are hungry outside. And we must pray that not only for our family, the whole South Africans, we must help them. Because when you remember these political parties, they came to those people, they promised them that if you vote us, we're going to give you a job, money, food. You know what, ne? They promise, and they give them food parcel. That food parcel is going to last 2 days. After 2 days, it's nothing.
Yeah.
Now I'm here. God sent me here in South Africa to wake up the people, to wake up all the South African people, Indian, white, colored, blacks. I'm here to protect them. With their support, Scott, with their support, I'm going, my wish, I want to go all over here in the world to ask the people, to ask some government, from example, Australia, America, or whatever, Russia, to go there to speak to their government that they must come here, must arrest the president of South Africa. They must arrest Julius Malema.
Yeah, well, look, we'll get to that in a short while. You live in a community. Now, tell me, how has the attitude or the mood of that community changed in the last year? Because I'm hearing from a lot of people that there's a growing anti-white feeling in the townships. Are you finding that?
Come again?
Okay, I'm hearing from people. Actually, leave it like that, Petrus. Leave it just as your icon, because that might be better audio. Now, what I'm hearing is that there's a growing anti-white mood or feeling in the townships. Are you seeing that where you live?
Yes, I see, and that's why I'm saying in my township we've got townships. I'm staying here in location, you understand, and I can see that, and it's true, and it's happening.
Right. Now, Petrus, do you have your banking account details? Because there's some people here in the side chat who are saying they would like to try and help you.
Yes, I've got.
Okay, which bank are you with? Let me just type this in.
I'm banking with Capitec Bank.
Capitec, okay. And what's your bank account number?
Let me give you now.
And obviously it's in your name, Petrus Sitho.
Yeah, okay. I'll give you now. They're going to collect it, and yeah, until we can continue.
Okay, what is it?
Hello.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife is going to get my card.
Okay, well, let's continue talking while she's doing that. Okay, so
okay.
We were talking about what it's like living in the township today, and it seems to me that across South Africa, as a result of Julius Malema and his rhetoric, more and more people in the townships are feeling, I guess, feeling a distance between the harmony of the minority groups like the white groups. Am I right in suggesting that?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, Scott, you know what? I think those people have been poisoned, maybe I don't know, because I can tell you something. When I went to Senekal,
yeah.
Can I talk about Senekal?
Please do.
Yeah, When I went to Senekal, and the people of South Africa, they said to me, I asked them. The funding that can I go to Senekal? I want to talk to the people of South Africa because God have sent me there. You know what? When I went to Senekal, farmers, including farmers and farm workers, and the people who were supporting farmers, they were there. Now, when I see the mood because I was talking with the farmers that day.
Right.
They were, for me, Scott, I'm a black person and I'm not going to change. But the farmers, when I talk to them, they listen. And you know what, for me, yes, there's some of them maybe they've got that thing of racism. But that time we were there to support Brendan, to support Brendan's case, all of them. But the hatred of EFF and his members, the hatred of EFF and Malema and his members, that they must shoot and kill the farmers. You understand? And you know what? When I go there with the farmers, I was in front. And the members of EFF, they came to attack us. And you know what? I prayed to myself as God, please stop this, because I can see now is war. It's war. I can feel now is war. And you know what? Thanks to God, but anything didn't happen. But you know what? When I see the EFF, they were chanting, singing, and do bad things in front of the farmers. And the farmers, there's another leader of the farmers, and he say, okay, boys, stop and don't do anything, please. And you know what? I say to myself, you know what? Now there's no security for our farmers. There is no security of our farm workers, because you know what? Anyone, Scott, I'm living in South Africa. Anyone can come here in my house and shoot us and go, and no one can catch him. I can tell you something. Yeah. If you remember in 2014, what happened? Senzo Meyiwa was a professional soccer player of Orlando Pirates. He was killed. He was being shot dead. And the Minister of Pekicele promised us, he lied to us, not promise, he lied to us that he's going to catch Demendera. And what happened is 2020 now. Nothing happened. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are dealing with the liar here, Minister Pekicele. We are dealing with the liar, Mr. Ramaphosa. And he knows that he's a liar. You know what? I hear that you go to Mr. Trump and to the world that there's no farm matters here in South Africa. He's lying to that guy. He's lying. And you know what? I've got respect, Scott. I've got respect for anyone here in South Africa. But I don't have a respect for Mr. President. You know what, Scott? I think 2 days or 3 days, I hear that someone is being murdered, the farmer. Murdered, and he was fighting for his family, fighting with table and chairs to protect his wife and child. And you know, Scott, I was a victim of those people. I was a victim. I know exactly how someone put the gun on my head. I know exactly. You understand? Now, when I'm saying that there is no security here in South Africa, that's why me, Petrus, I will stand up with the people of South Africa to fight this. What happened in Nigeria? You know Boko Haram?
Yeah.
Boko Haram. Now, this thing is going to happen here. Malema is Boko Haram here in South Africa. Malema is Boko Haram here in South Africa. And I'm telling you now, Malema, stop this thing, because I'm watching you, and I'm going to plead to all the world that please come and help us here. I'm going to arrest you, Malema. I'm going to arrest you, Pekicele. I'm going to arrest you, Cyril Ramaphosa. I'm going to arrest also the Minister of Army or whatever into here in South Africa, because they don't care of our people. They say here in South Africa, our farmers is only white people. They are lying. We've got colored, white, Indian, and blacks farmers here in South Africa, and they're also murdered. But the thing is that Malema, he got the hatred of white farmers. And you know what? Let me tell you something that if you don't know about Malema, he come from to Zimbabwe. Malema is not a South African.
Yeah, I think he's got a Zimbabwean father. Now, I just want to address the side chat. We've got about 550 people watching at the moment. Please remember to subscribe to the Loving Life channel to be kept informed. Petrus, do you have your bank account number yet?
Okay, is PP Sitho, PP Sitho, and account number is 144
144
045
045
8772.
8772. I'll just repeat that to you. 144 045 8772.
Yes.
Okay.
And my name is Petrus Sitho.
Yeah. Okay. I've got that in there. All right. Okay, guys. If you feel so inclined, there's Petrus's bank account number. Now, Peter Dutoy said, at Loving Life, why can't we monetize the channel yet? Well, I can tell you why. Because YouTube demonetized it well over a year ago now, because it was seen as too right-wing. You know what I'm talking about? We know what YouTube's like. Now, I want to get back to the point that you were talking about there, Petrus, because this is very, very important. What we're living in South Africa today is a gangster state. It isn't a state that is working. It's basically collapsed. And one of the big problems which you've identified is Bekisele. Now, Bekisele, I don't think is going to be a police minister much longer. I think he's going to be before the courts, and I'm sure he's going to be behind bars. I have absolutely no question about that. But getting on to a particular situation, there was a white policeman in Cape Town who was actually in charge of the armory for the police service, and he was handing out guns to the gangs in Cape Town. And they caught him. And he got 18 years, but they let him out after 4 years. And thousands of people were killed as a result of the way that he handed out their guns. Now, this is how ridiculous the judicial system is. You know, you've got, you think of Oscar Pistorius, where, yeah, what he did was wrong, but he's now behind bars for 6 years, where he shot his girlfriend through the door, which was, I just the pain and the agony, and look, that whole thing was just so wrong. It was terrible. But you've got a guy who's handing out guns to thousands of gangs, and resulting in hundreds and maybe thousands of murders, specifically in the Western Cape, where the big problem is with the gangs. And he's let out after 4 years. What the heck is going on in South Africa, Petrus?
Scott, here in South Africa, you know what, ne? We don't have what can I say? Your security is not secure here in South Africa. And if you've got money talks here in South Africa. Let me tell you, if you've got money talks here in South Africa. I can make you a little example about our former president, Jacob Zuma. What happened with that guy? Huh? That guy, he was unqualified. Here in South Africa, we said great, which means standard when we one of two. You understand? And he was the president. He was the president of South Africa. He was the president of South Africa. Now that's why I'm saying that if you don't have money like Petrus, you are nothing. And you know what, ne? Like me, I'm going to show the world that I can do it with God. God is going to help me with some of our people here in South Africa. I know they are going to support me. I'm going to do it. Yeah. If you don't have money, you are fucked. But if you have money, I'm going to buy Begicele, please, man. I'm going to murder someone here. I give you 2 million, and they are not going to arrest me. Now that's why I'm saying that. Look back what happened in 2014 with Senzo Mewa, and he promised to the whole South African that I'm going to cash that thing. I'm going to arrest him. See now what happened now? Nothing. All of them are useless, are liars. Those people.
Petrus, I've got to say, you sound really, really emotionally upset and desperate. How are your family coping?
You know what? My wife every time we say, you know what? I believe in you. You resigned 2018, whereby you were getting more money, 40,000 per month. but now you've got nothing. I've got belief that we are going to do it. And we pray every day. We pray every day that God, please help my family, help our country. Every time I include my country, every time I include my farmers. Why Scott, why I say farmers? Why I say? Because you know what, Ramaphosa is getting the food from the farmers. Yeah. And those stupid people, they are stupid. They are stupid. They say that they're getting the food from the shops, or Pick and Pay or whatever of Chagas. They are lying. Those food that come from to the farmers. And you know what? I'm going to address this, and I'm telling you now, Scott, I'm going to shut down everything here in South Africa with the help with our people. The government, they must recognize that farmers are the people, and farmers, they are helping our country, and even outside the country. Look what happened in Ramaphosa. Ramaphosa went to China. I don't know what happened in China. I'm going to stop to import everything to go to China, because it's here in South Africa we don't have we've got millions of people who are not working, unemployment. Now, if, from example, China is said that we are using maybe Samsung, we are going to use or to establish Samsung. They must come here. They must come here to open the company here into here South Africa, because everything we import to China. When I came back, we buy those things about maybe more than 200,000 or 300,000. This thing must be stopped. And you know what, Ramaphosa, that's why he support this thing of farm matters, because he want to bring those Chinese here to come and plant rice here. We don't need those people here.
How are you going to grow rice in the desert?
Ramaphosa is stupid. Scott, Ramaphosa is stupid.
That's self-evident. We know that. Now, we just touched on.
He doesn't know anything. That's why he's the same as Zuma. All of them, the same. And Malema, he come from, you remember. And that's why you say you can't. And I can talk in Soto, then I will translate in you. Unka mautwana adhu wanyaka pitse and kaufela aswan. You put all the legs of chicken, you put in one pot. They're all the same.
Right. Now, I've got a couple of comments in the side chat. I'll just read to you. Michelle Mullett says, Petrus, you're a star. Thank you for speaking out and speaking up. And Viking says, Petrus is very nervous. Please put him to ease and calm him down a bit to talk slower. So you're talking too fast, Petrus.
Sorry.
That's okay. And Wolf says, my dad knew a girl who thought milk comes from bottles and not cars. Yeah, I think the Minister of Agriculture thought that as well, believe it or not. Now, let's change the subject for a second, Petrus. We'll get back to the corruption shortly. What is it like living on a farm in the Free State? Because you have lived on a farm.
Yeah. And those days, not now. Those days, Scott, everything was fine. You know what? My father, he was a farm worker, and my mother was also a domestic worker there in the farm. And you know what? Everything was perfect. Everything was perfect. And let me tell you, Scott, I don't know racism. I hear people say racism. I don't know racism, because I was eating with the child of my father's boss. You understand? And he was white, I was black, and we were traveling. We were traveling all over. No, and where is time?
What you're saying right now is so important, because what you're saying in effect is that you were part of the family with the white farmer. Is that correct?
100%.
What Julius Malema would have the world believe is that the farm workers are treated like a piece of shit by the farmers, and they're trodden on. They're just used and abused. And what is your experience when it comes to working with farmers, Petrus?
You know what? Let me tell you, Scott. If I work for you, and you are my boss, you can't, maybe when I do something, maybe not right, you'll say, Petrus, why you do this? No. You must shout, Petrus, why you do this? You must do this like this. Now, Malema, he doesn't know how to farm. Malema, he doesn't know how to rule a country. You understand? There's no such a thing here in South Africa. There's no such a thing here in South Africa. If you remember, I think Malema is angry because ANC, when he came out in ANC, and ANC go back again with SARS, that Malema he was doing a fraud about his farming, whatever. They took Malema's farm. Now Malema is angry about that farm that he took. ANC took to them. Malema must be angry for the ANC, not for farmers. Understand? Now there's no such a thing of people have been abused. People have been tortured in the farm. Malema now is doing those things to my people, to our farmers. Understand?
Yeah. Now, where does your passion to fight for land and farmers and farm workers come from? Is that because of your personal experience on a farm, or is this because you feel God's directing you in that direction? God gave me the direction, and also when I see that, Zimbabwe, if I'm not going for South Africa, we are going to be like Zimbabwe, because Zimbabwe at that time, the late Robert Devil Mugabe, he was stupid to chase all the white farmers and beat them and murder them. What happened? Still now. Here in South Africa, we've got over 6 million Zimbabweans here in South Africa, because they are dying with hunger there in Zimbabwe. They came here. They came here to us to ask job and food. You understand? Now that's why my passion is that I'm going to fight for this, because one of the day we are going to be like Zimbabwe. You understand? And you know what? Those peoples like Ramaphosa and whatever, they don't care, because they eat everything that they want. If there's no food here in South Africa, they'll go to maybe Russia or China or whatever to get food. But what about our people? And who's our people? Our people is white, Indian, colored, blacks. This is our people. And you know what? There's some of political leaders, I'll mention it. Ramaphosa and this Malema, they bring genocide here in South Africa. That people, they must hate the blacks must hate the white people. Why? Yeah,
I don't know.
I totally agree with you. Now, Gerard says, can I show the video that went viral? Gerard, what I'll do is after the live stream, I'll put the link in down below in the description so you can see it there. Okay. Now, just talking about what's happening right now in places like the Free State with these devastating fires, what is your message to the people who cause such devastation by committing arson? Petrus?
Oh, I've got emotional. Scott, you know what? My heart is bleeding. You know what? I know those people in Free State, the farmers, they don't sleep 2 days or 3 days to put it to calm that to that fire. And those people who made this, those people who made that our farmers. And you know what, Scott? My heart. If I've got money, if I've got something, maybe a bag of a car, I'll go there and help my people, help our farmers. You know what? Our government, they don't care about, maybe Ramaphosa must send something maybe to help there. Maybe he will just send one truck maybe to help there, because he doesn't care about our farmers. That's why if I've got everything, that's why I'm bleeding to the people of South Africa. They must hear me now. Please, guys, I've got a vision to help South Africa. The business people, the rich people, the billionaires, the billionaires. Maybe I can name it now. Now, they must help me. Petrus, my number is 073-0084-105. Please call me and to sit down. I've got a plan to save our country. Please don't waste the time.
Now, can you just say that cell phone number much slower than what you just did? 073
0084.
Sorry.
105.
Just start again.
I repeat that.
Yeah, start again.
0.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
73.
Yeah.
0084. 105.
Okay, let me repeat that to you. 073 0084-105.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, I'll just put that in the side chat if someone wants to call you. Okay, now, if you were the president, how would you handle the issue of farm murders?
Firstly, I'll make sure their safety, the security, their security or safety. I'm going to
and stuff like that to protect the farms.
Exactly. I'm going to employ more commanders, the policemen, the armies to protect those people. And you know what? Let me tell you, I don't because I'm going to talk about this before 1994. Before 1994, when I check the status, there was no farm murders. There was no farm workers murders. But now, after 1994, oh shit, oh fuck. Our country is collapsing. Our country is sinking.
Petrus, please watch your language, please.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay. Look, okay, just with regard to pre-1994, there were actually farm murders before 1994, but not at the level that they're at today. They were more the exception than the rule. Now, let's get to the elephant in the room in South Africa, which is the level of corruption. And we were talking about Bekesele just a moment ago. I've actually got a couple of whistleblowers in the NPA, the National Prosecuting Authority, who are feeding me information. And I'm going to release it when I'm ready. And believe me, this Bekesele, he's a piece of work. Let me tell you, he is a piece of work.
That's good.
Yeah. Now, talking about corruption, have you actually come across personally the sort of corruption that the ANC are doing? Have you actually seen it for yourself?
Yeah. I've seen it on my... Okay, and myself, when I said to you, after I won them in Union Building, they tried to bribe me with a job.
Oh, that was at 300,000 Rand.
300,000 Rand. And you know what? I refused. Yeah. I said, I'm not going to sell my people. I'm not going to sell my country with you. No. I'm not going to sell them. You know what? That's why I say here in South Africa, in corruption, look now what happened in COVID-19. Yeah. Ramaphosa went to IMF to loan money of 500 billion. Where's the 500 billion now? Gone.
Yeah.
Gone. And you know what? That's why I'm saying that one of the day we are going to be colonized. I'm telling you now, we are going to be colonized by China or whatever.
Yeah.
We are going to be colonized.
Now, look, just getting back to the corruption side. You know, it's rampant right throughout South Africa. We know that, and the crazy thing is that no one in the top echelons of the ANC are being arrested. They're just like bulletproof. You can't go close to them. But I do think Ace Magashula is going to be arrested shortly. I think that's what I'm hearing. I think that they can't keep avoiding the issue. Now, the other problem that the government has is hiring unqualified people into top jobs. And part of the issue here is because of BEE, What are your views on BEE when it comes to competency and doing the job properly?
Yeah, you know what, Scott, when coming to, okay, can I talk with this one, unqualified
Officials,
certificates
yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, officials. Yes. I will start with Mr. Our former president. He was unqualified to be a president.
You're talking Zuma.
Now, I'm talking about Zuma.
Yeah.
Our former president, Jacob Zuma. And you know what? You can go to anyone, to municipality here in South Africa, and even the ministers, some of the ministers and MEC, they are not qualified for their job. Like from example, Cele is not qualified to be a minister of police. You understand? Now that's why here in South Africa we've got so many people who don't know their work. When you go to Home Affairs, maybe to get help, you're not going to get help because these people that standing here, sitting there, they don't know their job. They don't know what's going to happen to you if they want to help you. They don't know nothing.
Right.
Now that's why our country, I say to me, if people, Scott, I promise you, and that I promise you today, I promise the South Africa, I promise the whole world that I'm going to fight, not to fight to take a gun. No. I'm going to kneel down and ask God and to lead me and to give me the strength to do it with some of South Africans, that we are going to fight this battle of killing our farmers, this battle of killing our farm workers.
Well, I tell you, one of the huge problems, Petrus, and I've heard this from so many people during live streams, is that, you know, there's might be a critical issue in a particular industry and they write to the minister who's in charge of that area and they never get a response. They don't even get acknowledgement of their letter or their email or anything like that. It's like they just don't care. They're sitting there, they're getting a big fat salary each month paid for by the taxpayer, and they just don't care. I think that's a huge issue in South Africa today.
Yeah, you know what, Scott, yeah, in South Africa, if your name is Pagamile Petrus Sitho, now I want to write the letter to Mr. Ramaphosa or to call him, they are not going to recognize me. Yeah. Yes, if it's Bill Gates and George Soros, yes, Malema, he knows them. Ramaphosa, he knows those people. Yes, they are going to get the attention. You understand? But me, as a South African, when I ask him about maybe to help our people, look now, I wrote him the memorandum and nothing happened to our people. You see, which means I'm poor with them. To those people, they are not going to help our people. Yes, George Soros and Bill Gates, yeah, they are the right people for them.
Now, you mentioned George Soros. Are you aware of what he's doing in South Africa to corrupt the government?
Yeah. Scott, you know what? Sorry to say that, but I will say that you see when you give the monkeys in the bush the bananas, and you want to rule that thing, that place. You give them bananas and you're gonna take everything. That's how George Soros do with Ramaphosa and Malema. And those people's Malema, he got millions of millions. And what did Malema get these millions? To George Soros, and he knows that. And also Ramaphosa, he get the money from those peoples. I know. I'm not. Come again.
I find it very strange that Malema shipped in thousands of people into Senekal from all over the country in buses. Now, that must have cost an absolute fortune. How did he afford that?
Yeah, he afforded that because of that guy, George Soros. They gave him money, and also in the corners, Ramaphosa, he gave him Ramaphosa, he support him. Because if you look in the parliament, it's Malema, when Malema talks, everyone is to listen to that boy. And I think they've got, you know what, these people, they are going to kill us. They're going to kill us, all of us. They are going to kill us. And if we don't stop now, Scott, we are going to be dead, all of us. Ramaphosa and Malema, because they are working with that guy, George Soros.
Okay, now just talking about the situation in the township. How are people surviving when it comes to starvation? Because food is going up in price. I guess they've just got to toy the whole time, haven't they? They've got to try and clean a car, or they're just trying to get a little bit of cash together to get some food, or else then they've got to commit crime. What's actually happening in the township when it comes to starvation?
Yeah, when coming to township, I'm living in township. I will say the white people are in danger here in South Africa. Why I'm saying that? They go at night to rob those people. I'm telling you, Scott, they go at night every day to rob those people, to get food, to get money, to get their cars. Then here in South Africa, it's not only the farmers that have been killed. Also the people who are living in a rural place, like the white people, they have been robbed every day. And those people, those gangsters, they bring those TVs of cameras or whatever close to sell it here in location. Then in me myself, I can see that this thing is not. This guy he didn't buy this thing. He got it from somewhere to rob other families.
Where do they sell them? Is there like a syndicate in the township that buys all the stolen stuff?
They sell it here in township. For example, you've got a big screen TV, 50-inch of 50-inch. It was then maybe 7,000 to 6,000. Here in location is going to sell it 200 rand or 500. And what about those people? Maybe he killed those people with TV and is going to sell it with 200 rand or 500. You understand?
Oh, wow. Okay. Now just talking about crime, there's one issue that I would like your perspective on, and that's gender-based violence against women, and of course the abuse against children. Is that rampant in the townships?
Yo, Scott. I hear now. Today it's around 2 o'clock. I hear the lady screaming. When I go out, because you are scared to go there, maybe to hear what's going on, why is going on. When I go out, it was about 2 o'clock afternoon. When I go out, this lady was crying. This guy, he was hitting with a panga and everything. You know what, ne? I got my phone and called the police. The police say there is no van, the bakkie to come there. They've got one bakkie. They've got one vehicle.
In the whole area?
Yeah, in this, here in Gunubi, in Islanda.
Yeah.
You understand? Now I ask myself, why those people, they've got one vehicle and they are police or officials or whatever. They've got only one. They say to me, their vehicle is not here. And I saw myself, oh, that guy's going to kill that woman. It's going to kill that woman. And this thing happened every day. That's why I say, here in South Africa, I'm glad I was born here in South Africa, and I want my children to be raised here in South Africa. And I'm not going to run here to go to another world. I'm going to fix this country with our people. Our people, I know, they are fed up with this thing, Scott. We are going to fight to protect our country, because our country is like Nigeria. Boko Haram is fighting with the people of Nigerians.
I think the scary thing is, Petrus, that what you're saying to us, in effect, is if you're living in a white community in South Africa, that they don't realize how explosive the situation is in the townships. And because the police are so completely cactus in South Africa, there's very little stopping them taking it to the next step. Am I correct in that?
Yes, yes, you are 100% correct. You are 100% correct. When you are a white family or white person and living here in South Africa, your life is in danger. Your life is in danger, Scott. Maybe if you can come here or whatever, yeah, in South Africa, make sure you've got 10 bodyguards, because they are going to rob you in the airport, not outside. In the airport, they are going to rob you. And who's going to rob you? The police. They're going to send, or the security. They're going to send someone to rob you. You understand? Which means you are not safe here in South Africa. And you know what? My heart is bleeding when I hear someone is being murdered. I don't care. It's black or white, of Indian or white. It's been murdered and nothing happened. Nothing happened. I live here, Scott, in location. When you wake up, you see the crowd of people that are standing there. When you go, someone has been stabbed and dead, and no one is going to be arrested. Which means we are going to kill each other like pieces of,
like a chicken.
Yeah, like a chicken, really.
Just shocking. Now, okay, let's look at job creation in South Africa. And I want to talk about this because Ramaphosa just late last year promised to deal with the gender-based violence situation. Clearly, he hasn't done that. You've just talked about what's happening in your township. Now, he also keeps on saying he's going to create all these hundreds of thousands of jobs. Have you ever seen a job that Ramaphosa has created?
From example, I'm not working.
Yeah.
Me, Petrus, I'm not working, and there's nothing happening here. And when you go to Free State, I grew up in Free State. The government of ANC, they closed all the mines. They closed all the mines in Free State, Northwest, and Johannesburg. Most of them have been closed. And they said there's no gold or there's no production. But we've got some people, they go underground to dig the gold.
Yeah.
To dig it, and they came out with the gold. They call it Zama Zama here.
Oh,
here
that's
South
right.
Africa.
The Zama Zamas, yeah.
Now, since the government of ANC took the government here in South Africa, everything is collapsing. Everything is going down. It's going down. Everything is going down. There is no job creation here in South Africa. Look what happened at SAA. SAA now, they are retrenching their people because there is no money. There's nothing. And a lot of ESCOM, I can name it. Our South Africa government is collapsing.
Well, just about every state-owned enterprise in the country now is completely bankrupt because of the corruption that's been going on, thanks to the ANC. I have to tell you something, Petrus, that I find very, very disturbing. You know, back in 1992, when the white population voted to open up the country democratically, they did it on the basis that the black population would have a vote and then it would be a true democracy. What's happened is that the ANC government have stolen that democracy. They have basically stifled the Rainbow Nation. They've destroyed the Rainbow Nation. And now what they're doing is they're just looking after their own. And if you're not a card-carrying member of the ANC, you can pretty well forget getting a job anywhere in the country. Am I correct in that suggestion?
Hey, you are correct. You are 100% correct. Look what happened in the mayor of Durban. The mayor of Durban.
Zandile Gumede.
Zandile Gumede, yes, Zandile Gumede. Zandile Gumede, he found that it was, I don't know what happened in corruption. So a lot of money, 100 and something millions.
Over 200 million.
Exactly. And what happened? ANC, they bring back Zandile Gumede again.
Yeah.
Again, in whatever, in the position of ANC in MPs or whatever.
Yeah.
Now that's why when I'm saying that when you are a member of ANC and they know you, like from example now, I'm telling you, Scott, now, Ace Magashule and Jacob Zuma, I'm telling you now, those people, they are not going to be arrested. They can do whatever they want. They will never going to be arrested. Why? Because we are ruled by ANC here in South Africa. Because there are some
not a
people,
democracy, that's for sure. And I actually have a term for those people like Ace Magashule, Zandile Gumede, the rest of them. It's called black privilege. Black privilege only applies to the well-connected ANC families and cadres, and everyone else who is black, and I'm talking about the black population, lives in worse conditions today than they did pre-1994 under apartheid. That's how incredibly tragic the situation is in South Africa. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no. You're not wrong. You are 100%. You're 100%, Scott. The thing that's happened here before 1994 and now is very total. They say that we've got 26 years of freedom. 26 years of freedom of killing our farmers, freedom of corruption. There's no freedom. There is no freedom. Freedom of
I totally agree with you. Now, I just wanted to address the side chat. Guys, if you've got any questions you want to put to Petrus, please put Loving Life, and I'll try and pick them up. But, yeah, look, I think it's important that we get an understanding. Yeah, that's a good point, Dee. I'll bring that up in a second. We get a good understanding of what is happening in the African townships, because it's important you understand the mood of the people in their townships. And clearly what's happening, as Petrus is saying, as a result of people like Julius Malema, talking about white monopoly capitalism and stirring up I don't know if you heard his speech at Senekal, but why he was not brought before the South African Human Rights Commission for what he said in that speech, I have absolutely no idea. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. Now, okay, what Dee said is, are there any farmers here that can offer Petrus employment? Now, Petrus, what sort of work are you looking for? What sort of work do you do?
I was a sales clerk, sales manager, parts manager, and store manager.
So you know how to manage a store then?
Yeah, come again?
You know how to manage a store. Is this like a farm spares store or something like that, is it?
Yeah. You know what? My experience, I've got a lot of experience, and at another big companies. I can name it. Maybe John Deere companies. I was working for John Deere company,
right? And
yes, to sell the parts and so and everything. But my experience. That's why I'm saying that I can do sales clerk, sales manager, space manager, store manager, right. Not in the farm.
Okay, all right, that's great. Look, we'll just put that message out there, and well, your phone number's in the side chat, so people can contact you if they want to. All right, now getting back to South Africa, what is your vision for South Africa? What would you like to see happen in South Africa?
My vision, when God showed me that we are going to have there's someone is going to lead us. Someone's going to lead us. Yes, maybe a political party or non-political party or whatever. There's someone's going to lead us here in South Africa, and we are going to be like what can I name it? In the Bible they say God promised the Israel that is going to give them a beautiful land. You understand? Yeah, I've got that vision that one of the day we are going to be like the Israel that God show us the right way. Is going to give us the beautiful land whereby there's no crime and our government is going to be 100% and everything is going to be 100% when we work together, when we understand each other. That's my vision.
Well, let's pray that vision actually happens, because if I have to tell you, Petrus, that if the ANC lost power and what you're suggesting came about, I would probably apply to migrate back to South Africa, because I love Africa. I grew up in East Africa. I went to school in South Africa. I really miss South Africa. But, to go back to that country now, it would just be, it would just devastate me, because I remember what it used to be like, and I know what it's like now, because I get so much information from people. You have no idea. It's just absolutely shocking.
And sorry, Scott, you know what? This thing, when you're talking, if you remember ANC in early 2000, they say, William Buyer, William Seller. William Buyer, William Seller about the farmers. Now, some of the farmers there, they sell their farmers to the government. The government, they took the farmer, they give someone. They give someone to farm, and that guy, he doesn't have. He come from to township, and he came here to farm to 100 hectares and everything that he got. But after 2 years, not 5 years, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
That's why when you say that South Africa before it was beautiful.
Yeah. Look, I speak to a lot of people who are just now. Mike Clark says people are now dying of starvation in South Africa, and I can believe that. I've got a few questions here for you, Petrus. I'm just going to put to you. But first of all, Michelle Mallard says many people here, these are the people watching, are worried about Petrus's safety. This must be a huge concern for you, because you do speak out, and you don't know who's actually waiting in the wings to try and shut you up. This must be a huge issue for you.
No. Mike, I pray when you remember when I start this conversation, I said to you that they tried to kill me, to put the gun on my. You remember when I said that?
Yes.
They put the gun on my. Now I don't have fear. I don't have fear. Yes, I've got fear. I've got a little girl is 1 year old. I've got the girl is 9 years old, and my wife. Yes, I've got fear for them. But for me, I don't have fear. You know what? That's why I don't have fear, because I'm fed up with this government. And you know what? Every time when I hear someone is being murdered, and those people that don't doing anything, I'm here. They must come and take my life, Scott. I'm pleading to all South Africans. We must pray. We must pray hard. That I'm not Jesus, Scott. I'm not God. But listen to me when I say to you, when I got support from the South African, when I got the support from the world, that my vision is that I want South Africa to be better, and I'm going to fight for it. If they take my life, they're gonna take my life, and God will see that I was fighting for him.
Right. Now, one of your dreams or your visions is going to America, or a country where you can call for help for South Africa, isn't it?
Yes, and if anyone maybe can offer me maybe to do a visa or whatever, maybe to pay me everything, I'm going to take a chain to go maybe to America, to Australia or whatever. I'm going to take a chain to handcuff my feet and my hands.
Like you did at Senekal.
Yes, because I repeat, 26 years. This this chain is represent all the South African that we don't have a freedom because we have been chained by this government. We have been chained by this government.
Right.
Hello?
Now,
Yes.
Gordon Blue has asked Petrus, how many people share your views at your location?
I talk with the people, Scott. Many of them, they see. Yes, you know what? When you came there, when I got meeting with them, and you know what, Scott, meeting with the black people, and you see this guy is hungry. He need money. He need anything that he can do for your life. Come to kill you. He said, guys, when I speak to them, I want to unite South Africa with the white people and colors and whatever. No. We are not going to be united with the white people because they've got that mindset of Malema, that white people is a devil. They must kill white people. When I talk to them, they say, no, guys, if you kill the white people here in South Africa, you are going to jail. And you are not, you know what? We are going to die. We are going to be like Zimbabwe. And I try to confuse them. And you know what? Some of them, maybe I would say maybe 70% of them, or 80% of them, then they say, Petrus, you are a good leader. And you know what? We need people like you. They must speak out the truth. Because Malema doesn't speak the truth. Malema speak the hatred.
Yeah.
You understand?
I get it. And I see that General Isaac van Zyl is here in the side chat. Hi, Isaac. Good to see you here. Isaac's going to be joining us tomorrow night with Hein Marks. So that's going to be a very, very interesting discussion about the future collaboration between Boer Legion and the ULA. And I'm absolutely delighted that, groups are starting to work together. That's absolutely fantastic. Okay, now Gordon Blues has asked, has Petrus got a political home? If not ANC or EFF, which party does he think offers the best alternative?
I can answer that question. And I tell you, not EFF, not DA, not ANC, but God. He will lead me.
So that's your... Yeah, I get it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
Now Mike Clark has asked, does Petrus think that there are honest people in the ANC or are they all corrupt? If they are honest people, why are they still in the ANC?
There's no, those people that they are not honest, and they are there in ANC to steal the money. Because when you're out with the ANC and you go to another party, you are going to die with hunger because you know the money must in ANC. You've got billions or millions. You steal hundreds of thousands of money. When you go to another party, you are not going to get into those millions. You better stay there at ANC. Yeah.
Okay. Now I just need to correct myself. But thanks, Marlena, for just putting me straight there. Isaac and Hein will be live on Thursday night, not tomorrow night. So let's just make that clear. I've got such a busy schedule, and Marlena does such a fantastic job that sometimes I get confused. But yeah, so Thursday night it's going to be General Isaac van Zyl from Boer Legion and Hein Marks from the ULA. Not tomorrow night. Let's just make that very clear. Okay, Complete Property has asked, what is Petrus's view on our election methods? Is it possible or possibly not better to adopt a similar format as the United States does versus a political party? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think we can. Come again?
Do you have any thoughts on that?
No, yes. Yeah, I will say, yeah, yes. If maybe we can, maybe the South African, we can work as maybe like the vote in America, maybe it can help. It can help because here in South Africa, the government, the ruling party, they came from example to my house and they give us food. They say, people, tomorrow you are going to vote for us and you are going to get
that's what they do.
This food every day. You understand?
Yeah, so they're buying the vote, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also the people on IEC, they're also ANC.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, I just want to thank you so much for coming on live with us tonight, Petrus. It's a pleasure to meet you. I do love listening to your rants on social media. I think that you're very brave, and I think that everybody who's watching tonight appreciates what you're doing. Is there anything you'd like to say to everybody just in wrapping up tonight's live stream? Is there a message you'd like to give people? Just over to you. Petrus?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, over to you. Do you want to just wrap up the live stream by just talking to the people watching with some particular statement you'd like to make to everybody?
Yes, I would like to all the people in South Africa, we must come together, we must unite. And I'm asking people, support me with everything that we have. You will see that I'm a real fighter, and you know what? I'm willing to lose my wife, to lose my life to protect South African. I plead to all South African, please, and I plead to also to the people of like Mr. Johan Rupert, Nikki Oppenheimer, and Petrus Sitho. Please, guys, call me, and the people of the business peoples, the big business peoples, they must come forward and let's talk, and let's plan for our country, please, people. And thank you very much to have this interview with you, Scott, and thank you very much to those people, to the listeners, and yes, thank you.
Well, thank you, Petrus, for being so frank with us about the situation in the township. I know that people who weren't aware would be shocked to hear what's actually happening there. Now, Paul has asked one final question. He says, please, Petrus, tell us about the symbolism of the chains you wore, and people are confused. So can you explain about the chains?
Okay, I repeat again. They say that we've got a freedom, 26 years of freedom. Freedom of killing our people, freedom of abusing our rights, killing our farmers, freedom of corruption. This chain, it shows that we don't have a freedom. We have been changed, South Africa. Wake up. We have been changed. Since 26 years ANC took this government, we have been changed. That's why I wear this chain, Scott.
Right. Okay. Now, I just want to check something out, guys. Just give me a second. Now, okay, just while I'm checking this out, Petrus, your wife, how long have you been married?
It's about now 5 years.
Okay, and you've got a little child?
Yeah, I've got a 1-year-old child, beautiful one, yeah. And clever like his father. And I've got also a boy.
Oh, fantastic!
Yes.
Okay, I'm just getting up the schedule. I just want to get this right, guys. For where are we? Okay, let's go there. Just want to get right for the live stream that we've got on tomorrow night, because we are having problems actually. Okay, here we go. Marlena would know which one it is, but okay, where is it? Down here. Schedule. Marlena, help me here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Tomorrow night I'm talking to David Phelan. That's Phelan. And we're going to be talking about farm protection. So David Phelan's on tomorrow night on the Loving Life channel at 8 p.m. Johannesburg time. And we're going to be talking about farm protection. All right. Petrus, I just want to thank you so much for joining me tonight. As I said a bit earlier, you're one heck of a brave fella, and I know that God is guiding you and with you, so everything's going to be fine. To our moderators, thanks guys for the great work that you do in the side chat, and for everybody else who's been watching, thank you so much for joining us tonight, and I hope to see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Johannesburg time. I'll leave the side chat open for a few minutes so you guys can say your goodbyes, and hope to see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Take care, guys. Cheers, Petrus.
Okay, thank you.